actually how it's going to go. This is how it's going to start, and we don't have any idea how it's going to finish. In just about 8 seconds or 9 seconds from now, we're going to start talking to Iron Maiden, the reformed version. So stand by for Chaos on VH1.
He's right.
Oh, hi there. This is Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden. It's been a while.
It's been a long time since you've said that, my son, hasn't it?
First time on radio anywhere in the world.
Well done. And we were joined with virtually the whole of Iron Maiden, except Steve Harris, who, because of personal circumstances, cannot be with us live tonight. So let's say hello to Steve, wherever he is. Hello, Steve!
Hey.
But we have got Nico McBrain at the moment, because we just dragged him out the pub.
You did, didn't you?
Didn't we?
Yeah. Whose round was it, Mark?
It was yours.
No.
And you've got to go round there and start paying for it now, Nico.
Well, my governor, he was here. He said, here, take this 50 quid. Actually, he gave me a fiver.
Yeah.
He said it was 50. Anyway, I'll get in the pub, right, and I'll buy a few beers for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of us. And then he comes in with a bunch of other people, and he's just giving him a change.
He's like that, isn't he?
He's a change of a fiver.
What's his name? Your manager's name?
Wood.
Isn't it got a sort of name that goes Small Wallet?
No, not anymore.
Yes, he has.
Rufus the Red.
We've got Iron Maiden and more Iron Maiden tonight, so stay tuned. Give us a 20-second potted history of why you're back.
Because it sounded like a good idea.
At the time.
At the time, and because in addition to... I could have come back and sung the songs any old time, right? But when we all got back together in a room,
yeah,
and I said to Steve, and he said, well, why do you want to come back? I said, because, you know, we could be the biggest heavy metal band in the world again, and that's a good reason.
What do you mean, could be?
Well, if we
What's this reticence, could be?
No, it's could be... It depends not just on going out and playing live, but it depends on making an absolutely cracking record. We're in this for the long haul.
Sure.
You know, and we're in this because we are a metal band that typifies metal like the real spirit of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I think the world needs a dose of that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go away and we're going to make a metal record, not a sort of AOR type metal record.
You're going to blind everybody and knock their ears off again.
Exactly. And then we're going to put on the best show you will see this side of the Rolling Stones, except it will be a heavy metal band, not, you know,
blues-based.
Band. And so this summer will be a little taster.
OK, let's get back to some music. You've chosen this track, and it's by Metallica, and we all like them. What's the name of the track? Bruce!
Is this Whiskey in the Jar?
It could be, my son.
Yes.
Do you want it to be?
Well, it's the first one that came to my hand.
And here it is. And it's all live! Adrian Smith, welcome back.
Hello, how you doing, Tommy?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
Good, very good. Very good, mate.
Where you been? Down the pub?
We've been stuck on the motorway, actually.
Yeah. You've been stuck on countless motorways over the years in your
just
rock and roll
another
history.
motorway, yeah. Just another motorway.
Let's be honest. Well, how does it feel, Squire, to be back?
It feels fantastic.
Yeah.
We haven't played a note yet, but it's, everyone's got a feeling it's going to be, you know, it's going to be great.
Of course it's going to be great. Could be nothing but great. And a 3-guitar smash your head up lineup.
Yeah. We've been talking a bit about that today.
Including Yannick Gers. Yannick, nice.
Hello, Tommy.
Oh, yeah, man.
Lovely to meet you.
I've been known to meet you for many years. Again. Well, son, how are you?
Great, brilliant. Couldn't be happier. We're very excited about having Adrian back and having Bruce back too. It's going to be incredible. Can't wait to get those guitars strapped on and start the extravaganza.
We're trying to work out how we're going to fill the equipment on stage.
Yeah, that's the big
bit round to that.
We'll just have to make the stage bigger.
You will?
I think we're seriously thinking about it.
I mean, you'll have to. You'll have to make the stage bigger because it's going to be a sonic three-guitar attack.
Two, isn't it, Tommy?
I love this man. He has such an education.
It's going to be bigger, heavier,
broader, grander, and it's going to be Iron Maiden as you've... I think it's going to... Really, in all honesty, it's just the humble opinion of an old DJ. It's going to be an oral assault.
Hopefully, yeah.
Mr. Murray.
Good evening.
How are you?
Very fine, thanks. Doing great.
So you're going to have to get up there and compete with 2 other guitarists now, Squire?
Oh, it's going to be great. I mean, the music I made, you know, can lend itself to 3 guitar players. There's a lot of harmonies and stuff. In fact, when we recorded stuff in the studio, there's a lot of songs where we could have added 3 guitar part harmonies, but we left them off because, you know, before there's only 2.
Sure.
So now we're able to go out stage. I think we can really stretch, you know, the music, and obviously the guitars, a lot of emphasis on that, and plus in the, you know, the harmony part as well. But when we go out on tour, you know, we're going to be doing a lot of the old stuff, and so, we got probably tweak a few of the songs, you know, add a few things here and there that probably weren't on the live album. You know,
more
the
guitar
albums.
solos, probably.
Yeah, a few more. Yeah, absolutely. Every
Just
few
a bit.
guitar solos.
Keep everybody
everywhere.
happy, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be guitar frenzy.
I think it will, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, I think if we all tried to, you know, outdo each other, we could probably implode, you know. So, I mean, Dave and I worked together for a long time. I mean, we're pretty easygoing, so, you know, we're not trying to outdo each other.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
As far as I know.
but let's be perfectly honest. I mean, most professional musicians don't do that.
Right.
You know, it
No, it's the
doesn't
thing
work that way.
where you
Unless they're a bit, at the time.
Oh, yeah. I can see what Tommy did there.
yeah. There's a shake
Just
of
about
the
a
right
good
hand.
drink, you know.
Yeah.
Just indicated, a few bevies before you go on all
Yeah,
that.
but I think obviously the thing where you're complimenting each other, and we're there to play music together, and so
gotta work
it's all
as a unit, yeah.
the chemistry thing will work. You know? Yeah,
It's an exciting prospect, really.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean,
really.
let's be honest. Let's talk in sort of advertising speak. It's a brand name that's been around for 20 years, which is being completely revitalised and and just taken up to another level. That's the way I view it.
Yeah, that's what it kind of feels like.
Yeah, it's coming in. Sort of historically, Maiden's been around, and so now we're just pushing forward. Yeah, so it's like another level, really, another chapter in the book.
Another chapter of the book. What was that shout from the back there?
Baked beans that don't make you fart. It's
Baked. Sorry, this is the British broadcasting thing here. Don't say baked beans that don't make you fart, especially on VH1. You wanted me to play a Maiden track?
Yeah, sure.
Which one?
Evil That Men Do.
Evil That Men Do?
Listen to that one.
Mr. Smith.
Got to refresh my memory anyway.
Okay, let's get a little sort of reminiscence here in terms about experiences on the road, because I know fans love to hear about things that go down on the road, what it's like to travel around, how you interact, how you get up in the morning, if indeed you do. Anybody got any good road stories here? Yannick?
Basically, it's just, Dave and I drink a lot and the others carry us to our rooms. Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
Can't remember much
the bus is like a mobile home, Actually, there was a time, Jan and I were like running around stage, and we actually collided, and both the guitar straps got locked together and actually broke, and the guitars went in two different directions.
Yeah.
And we're like
Dave and I
running
went in
around
two different directions.
Yeah, we were running around in circles. It was
Guitarless.
It was guitarless.
Okay, a bit of music. I've got Welcome to the Jungle. Anybody got any opinions about Guns N' Roses and that maniac who used to sing with them?
Yeah, I enjoy the band. Good band.
Yeah, I like them.
Never meet
Slash,
meet
how you
any-
doing?
You know
Actually,
Slash?
in fact, we toured. They toured with us a few years back in America and stuff. Yeah, great band. Good songs and everything.
But the singer doesn't get a lot of good press, does he? I mean, a lot of people think that he's a stuck-up person. Is he? I'm not asking you to slag him off.
I've
but
never had any experience in that.
No.
I don't know where you get that from.
Just about every newspaper I've ever read in my life.
Yeah, it's funny when you tour, mate. You could have three bands on the bill, and sometimes you might not see them. You arrive at a gig and take off, and they take off in other directions. So it's very rare you meet up anyway.
Right.
And in the pub.
And in the
But I
bar.
met Slash and he's a nice guy, so hi Slash.
Slash is a nice guy.
He certainly is.
I've interviewed him. He's a really, really nice guy. Gentleman. Ace guitarist, great image. Do you think Guns N' Roses will ever come back together? Do you think there could be a revival in that area?
I don't see why not, yeah. If Slash wants to do it, great.
Yeah, but it's Axel, isn't it, really?
Well, yeah, but it's down to him then.
Yeah, it's down to it. Axel, get it together.
Oh, yeah. Where are we? What's this one? Welcome to the Jungle. Yeah. Oh, let's have Soundgarden and...
What was the video track?
Jesus, Rusty Cage.
Got it.
Guns N' Roses on the Rock Radio Network. Welcome to the jungle, baby. It's going to bring you down. Choice of Iron Maiden Spectacular coming at you from the Rock Radio Network here in London. Bruce is back on the mic. Bruce, I've got some questions via email. Oh, right. Hi. Fancy a few?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. Any UK gigs this year, says John of London.
Nope.
Okay, there you
That was
go,
easy.
John. Short, sharp, boom, there you go.
Next year.
Likely to do X Factor stuff live or Virtual 11. Vlad of London and Dave of Banbury.
Yep, Vlad the Impaler, yes. Vlad the Impaler.
What older stuff will you be playing? Eamon and Raymond of Northern Ireland.
All right, I suppose I should just say right from the get-go, the set that we will be playing this summer has been voted for, our hands are tied. It's been voted for on the internet by Iron Maiden fans. And it's actually a really cool set. There's 15 or 20 songs, and we'll be playing all of them. And all the songs, as I said, come out on the CD and blah, 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 blah. But the thing is it's a great selection of stuff. And some of it's Virtual 11 stuff, and I don't have a problem.
So it's right across?
Yeah, it's right the way across.
Pretty much close to what we would have picked anyway, you know, looking at the songs, you know, because we wanted something that went across and featured all, you know, stuff from all the albums, really.
But it's good to do it for the fans. That's sort of, if you're giving the fans exactly what they want.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and it's it works out really good. It's actually a really good mix between the sort of the big epics and the shorter, sharp ones. In fact, when we said it, when we were listening to it, Nick said, "Oh Christ, it sounds like about 2.5 hours, that set." And actually, in fact, it's about 1 hour 40.
Yeah.
Because the songs they picked are so like punchy, you know. That we get a lot of songs and no
Fillers.
stuff.
Okay, how about another song? You like who's this band?
Soundgarden, damn fine, best singer on the planet.
And
Ish.
Rusty Cage. The first time I ever saw them, I think it was in Cleveland, Ohio, and it was on the Lollapalooza tour, and they were absolutely stunning then, Soundgarden and Rusty Cage. Track that's also been recorded by Johnny Cash did a version of it, which was quite stunning. We got the video for that somewhere. Let's dig it out one night and play it, because it's different.
I'm gonna break my rusty cage.
Let's talk about this game that's coming up, because
Headhunter, yeah.
I think it's going to be a winner. You obviously do.
I was actually not convinced because I came to this and I was a bit not convinced by this when I first came to it. And I was like, oh, we're going to release a video game. I was like, oh, you know, I'm not sure about this video games and rock and roll and stuff. And then somebody sent me a copy.
Converted.
Oh, I was just sat there like annihilating like entire populations of zombies and people in straitjackets and things like that. And I was having a great time until my kids got hold of it, and then I couldn't get on my computer again.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, this is just just everything about it. And it's a really simple game to play. I mean, it's not like you don't need to be a rocket scientist to play it. It's just a huge shoot-'em-up game. And it's brilliant. My kids love it. I loved it. So I was converted.
Okay, man, it's stuff with music, and it's got a CD as well.
Yeah, you get the freebie CD of all the best type tracks, best Maiden tracks as voted for on the internet by everybody. And that, of course, will be what we're playing this summer.
Okay. What was the last record you bought?
I have sort of an eclectic taste, I suppose, so like Monster Magnet and Richie and Garbage and probably some sad old record from somewhere else. I can't remember. Yeah. Probably
like
some old
music.
Arthur Brown record or something.
Fire!
Yeah.
What about you, Adrian?
Have a go at my mate. Living down in
what
Lewis,
sort of
mate.
stuff do you like?
What sort of stuff?
Yeah.
I love,
and as when it comes to guitarists, who do you go,
Yeah.
wow, I can improve on that lick?
Well, I don't know about that, but I love this, you know, Gary Moore, Satriani, Eric Johnson. I mean, there's so many great players out there. I find that inspiring.
Okay, back to some music here on the Rock Radio Network from London. Twilight Zone here on the Rock Radio Network and also on VH1 as well.
Yeah, that was for Steve, actually, that one, because he's not here tonight. And, he's a big Golden Earring fan. So that was for Steve.
So let me just tell everybody around the world that Bruce Dickinson, if you don't know this already, is also, when he has got the time, a disc jockey here on the Rock Radio Network. So you're a DJ, Bruce, so go for it, Squire.
I don't know say anything. All I do is I get the microphones mixed up and things like that. And
I
just,
do that.
yeah.
Do the same.
Well, let's have a look then and see what we got here. What have we got kicking around? We need to play a record, don't we?
We can play a record and video at the same time. It's entirely
There
up
you
to
go.
you.
Let's have a look. What about...
I know you
what
like
do you got
that
there?
band,
What's
right?
there? Oh, you've got one now.
James, we
Alice
love
in
it.
Chains Rooster. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, we like Alice in
I
Chains.
would, but it's not in the...
It's not in there. You put it on the CD player already, have you?
Of course I have, because that's
Tommy,
the
you
only
are
way I can get it to play.
He's a professional.
He's a professional.
Professional.
Yeah, look at that, eh? Yeah, we better play Rooster because that's the only thing I can say at the moment.
Yannick, can I have a word with you about your history as a guitarist, which I know about,
certainly
because I've
can.
known you forever, but give us, where did you first start?
Started off with a band called White Spirit, and we used to play and see Bruce in his band, which was Samson at the time. That's
we
when
did
first met.
Yeah, and I saw him and I thought,
This is going back 20 years.
I want to have a band with this fella,
Yeah.
you know. And we both got together and
Eventually.
and eventually we said, you know, one day we shall have a band. And we did, didn't
And
we?
we drunk to that. We had a
We
drink
drank
to
to that.
that.
We had a
didn't
drink to that, and then you know he was living down in Hounslow, and then I was living in Chiswick in London. And we were one thing led to the other, and I had a summer sort of off, as it were.
No,
From
we did a thing with
Maiden.
Fish. And
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we did all the young dudes at Wembley.
All the young dudes at Wembley for a charity thing, and we said must do this again one of these days, and then
got together. Did Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter.
then somebody said, have you got any more stuff like this? And I went, yes, I lied. and the guy said, oh, because we've got a studio spare and we've got a producer spare, so I mean, you could go in next month and do an album. And
So
I was
we
like,
did.
oh, good. So I went round his place, and where he was living under the final approach path to Heathrow Airport.
I was living next door to where Ian Gillan was born, believe it or not.
Really?
The next house to where Ian Gillan was born, which was really weird.
'Cause you were in Gillan?
His band.
Yeah.
And so he came round and we sat and we wrote some songs together, which became Tattooed Millionaire.
In between the jets that were screaming overhead, because
Yeah.
he used to have to stop about every 30 seconds while this went...
Now, I've got to say this, and this is
What
true.
was that note you played? You know?
He is louder than Concorde, there's no doubt about it.
When Adrian left, I was, in a sense, put in a bit of a difficult position because Yannick had played on Tattooed Millionaire and had done the tour with me, and I thought, well, I can't. You know, I feel like I'm just like jumping into dead men's shoes if I go and, you know, sort of go, Jan should, you know, what about my mate Jan, you know, for the band and everything, even though I thought he'd be absolutely brilliant. And it was actually Nico that said, what about that bloke that plays with Bruce's band? Yannick, he's brilliant geezer.
He's
you know?
all right.
And everybody sort of went, yeah, that'd be all right. And I was sort of like, well, he gets my vote, certainly, you know.
It always pays to buy Nico a drink when you're out there.
If we've made any mistakes, we've made them for all the best reasons.
That's great.
And I can't think of a better reason to make a mistake than to make it for the right reason. And so we're not going to make any on the next record.
Okay.
We're going to get a killer record.
Is Nico around? I don't think he's here.
It's still down the pub.
He's in the pub.
He's not in the pub.
down the pub. But he should be back any
Oh,
minute.
I hear him buzzing.
Nico's in the pub. Let's get him on the phone, for Christ's sake. So we're not sitting in the pub just drinking away. This is a radio and television programme. Nico is in the pub. But maybe you know the answer to this. Ever heard of a girl called Nessa Saunders?
I've heard of Loch Ness Saunders.
Ah, well spotted, Squire.
Very good.
He wants to know. This is a question to Nico. How are you, Nico? And did you enjoy the cake? What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just checking.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, we're going to
Did they
get...
eat it under a blanket together?
I think all will
Maybe they
be
did.
revealed. All will be revealed in about...
Or not.
Okay, what we're going to do then, we're going to get Nico on the phone. We're not going to just let him sit in the local pub and drink all blooming night long. It's ridiculous.
Because we want to be there.
And Maiden Special on the Rock Radio Network. We've got most of the band here. Steve could not be with us tonight. He apologises for that. He wishes he could be, but he sends you all his best wishes. Okay, Nico, I think's on... Oh, I know where he is. He's in the pub, but I think he's on the phone. Nico?
Hello.
Hello, what are you doing in the pub, Squire?
Oh, you know, all the boys turned up after we... hello, boys and girls out there, by the way. And it was a bit cramped over there, so I thought I'd better pop over the pub and give you a bit more room.
No, you didn't think that at all. That's
Well, you don't.
absolute load of garbage. Nico, I've got a question for you.
You do?
Came to us,
Short
came
ones
to
as
us
well, and,
on the came to us on the internet, right? And it's from Nessa Saunders. She says, "How are you? And did you enjoy the cake, Nico?"
Nessa, I loved the cake. It was wonderful.
There you go.
Thank you so very much.
Absolutely. Okay. Well,
I did. You know what? After you left, I think she went off to a show that was showing down at the Roundhouse. I forget what it was. It was some circus or the other.
Nick.
What a memory.
Gave us
Nick.
Wonderful.
But do we need to hear this, ladies and gentlemen?
Nick.
He's not going to shut up, so I'm just going to phone him out.
This is Bruce here.
No, he's gone.
Are you
mate.
all right?
He's gone.
He's gone. No, he's still. I can still hear him in the background.
No, he's gone. No, he's gone. He's gone because he's going to have to do a whip round in the pub because he's going to have to buy the TV crew. All the TV crew, he's got to buy them a
No,
drink
he's still
as well.
going.
No, he's not. I don't care. Forget it. Shut up, Nico.
Because Nico is the only man. Nico is the only man. Nico is the only man who I know who can have a party with himself. Right?
I'll do that.
And we've got him back.
Look, see, he's still there.
Oh, goodness.
He's still going.
Just
joke. Just joke.
Come over
All
and buy me a drink.
We're all coming over to buy you a drink, Nico.
All right.
Welcome in the pub.
What's the name of the pub, Nico?
The Manor Cottage, dear boy.
Manor Cottage.
Absolutely.
I told you he's having a party with himself. Listen.
Unbelievable. World Hated Me, Flight 16, a band new to me here in the United Kingdom, but it seems they're getting a lot of action in the United States of America at the moment, and I'm sure eventually, when the record comes out here, we'll get onto them as well. Remember the name, Flight 16. Bruce and Mr. Murray, thank you very much indeed, and also to all the other guys in the band who came by, including Nico, who did it from the pub.
From the pub.
Of course. It's been a real pleasure.
Let's go, boys.
And for a radio audience, just let me tell you what happened there. He took a can of beer and smashed it, and still is smashing it against his forehead like that. And now he's bleeding in the corner. I'm just dying to go to the pub. Well, we've got cameras here, so you can say, can you say good night to everybody at VH1
Good night,
as well?
Simpsons fans everywhere, unite!
Yes, there it goes.
The Maiden music will continue here on the Rock Radio Network.
Good night. Ciao.
Across the
People are dying.